On September 12, 2025, at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, the sport will witness one of the most ambitious showdowns in modern history. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford is official. The announcement came not through a press release or social media post, but in the ring under the bright lights in Riyadh, moments after Canelo's victory over William Skull. With the boxing world watching, Canelo Alvarez stood as the undisputed super middleweight king once again. And then came the moment that sent shockwaves across the sport. Terence Crawford entered the ring, and the fight was confirmed. What had been whispered, speculated and rumoured for months was now real. Canelo Alvarez, still the king at 168. Earlier that night, Canelo Alvarez stepped into the ring to defend his 4 super middleweight world titles, WBA, WBC, IBF and WBO, against the undefeated mandatory challenger William Skull. The result was what many expected, another clear win for the Mexican icon, who extended his perfect record at 168 to 11-0. It wasn't a firefight, and to be fair, Skull did little to help. He came to survive, moving and clinching, throwing just enough to stay in the fight, but never enough to threaten. Canelo stayed patient, controlled the pace, and walked Skull down round after round. It wasn't spectacular, but it was dominant. Then came the bigger headline, Terence Crawford's entrance, and the face-off heard round the world. Canelo's reign at super middleweight has been nothing short of historic. Since unifying the division in 2021, he's defended the crown with consistency and class. From Gennady Golovkin to Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders to Jermell Charlo, he's fought champions, punchers, slick boxers and rising stars. But now he's preparing for something entirely different. Terence Crawford, the legacy chaser. Terence Crawford is stepping into the fire, and he knows it. Already a future Hall of Famer, Crawford has achieved what few in boxing history have. He's a 4-division world champion. He became undisputed at both 140 and 147 pounds, dominating divisions with surgical precision. In July 2023, he dismantled Errol Spence Jr. in a career-defining performance. Then in 2024, he moved up to 154 and edged out Israil Madrimov in the toughest fight of his career. Now, in 2025, he's jumping all the way to 168 to challenge a man who has never lost at that weight in a fight that could reshape boxing's all-time rankings. By the time Crawford enters the ring on September 12th, he will have been out of action for over 13 months. The physical challenge is massive. The weight gap is real. Canelo is a natural super middleweight with elite strength, granite chin and 11 fights of proven experience at that size. But Crawford isn't chasing comfort, he's chasing history. He's already cemented as one of the best of his era. But a win over Canelo, at 168 on Canelo's terms, with all 4 belts on the line, would catapult him into the rarest air imaginable. For Canelo Alvarez, the bout is a chance to reinforce his throne, to defeat an all-time great coming for his crown and leave no doubts about his place in boxing history. For Terence Crawford, it's a quest for the impossible, to leap from 147 to 168 and conquer a champion who's ruled the weight class unchallenged for 5 years. The road to this fight wasn't easy. It was built on speculation, sidestepped by politics and delayed by timing. But now, with contracts signed and face-offs made, all that remains is the fight itself. September 12th, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, 2 undisputed champions, 2 pound-for-pound legends, 1 ring, 1 winner. This isn't just boxing, this is history in motion.